Because some people say that they peaceful and they lying. So to ensure that somebody's really peaceful and you really with them and they not gonna cause you problems, you gotta first have peace so you can recognize peace in somebody else.
We are losing men to peace. We are losing men to ourselves. Men no longer prioritize women. The man at peace is an unbuyable man. Some women are still thinking that men are in that scenario of chasing after, calling, despairing for the lack of a woman, for her absence, when in reality, today's man, he is increasingly valued. He understood that a woman is not the center of his life, that a woman is not the most important thing in the world. It is perfectly possible to live without one. Today's high value man, he seeks to make money. He seeks to do business. He seeks to grow, to develop himself. He removed women from his focus. Today's man, he realized that his peace is worth more. There is no relationship that can buy his peace. Today's man, he is unbuyable. He is non-negotiable. The peace he chose for his life has become non-negotiable. If you are a woman and are waiting for a man to venerate you, a man to idolize you, a man to dote on you, I'm very sorry, but perhaps that won't happen. Because the more time passes, the more we have seen that today's generation of men is not like the generation of old. And it is we women who have been losing high value men, serious men, hardworking men, dedicated men.
Hey, shout out Stuart, right? Shout out Stuart for acknowledging it, right? At least there's some women out here that get it. Absolutely. More and more men are checking out and protecting their peace. If the juice ain't worth the squeeze and she's not an asset, she's more of a liability, what's the point? What's the point, right? And that's what more and more men are doing. They're focusing on stacking. They're focusing on going to the gym, going to church, video games, PlayStation, Xbox, right? Doing hobbies and interests, things that they like to do and not chasing after a woman, right? That's what we're noticing nowadays. More and more men are waking up. Now, of course, you got some simp dudes because that's what these modern women are relying on, right? They're relying on these simp dudes to keep the lights on when it comes to their bills and all this other stuff. Although, as we know, they don't even respect those simp dudes.
The truth is a real woman respects a real man, and a real man does not make a woman the center of his life. The center of his life is purpose, it's God, it's peace. And at the end of the day, if a man is not at peace, it's not a pretty sight. It's not a pretty sight. We have to be at peace. That's where we thrive. That's where we feel good. That's where we do good, when we're at peace. And your woman has to bring that to you. She has to be an add-on to the peace that you have already created for yourself. My wife is my peace. She don't bring me problems. She's my peace. She's not something that needs to be solved. She's my peace. And I've already cultivated my own peace within myself. So whenever there is unpeaceful times, I can be the peace bringer. But she's a peace bringer as well. Because peace is what we're after, not problems. And there's a lot of men nowadays that are starting to realize, I gotta protect my peace, that at all costs, I gotta protect my peace. I have to protect my peace. I have to protect my spirit. I have to protect my energy at all costs. Because if you don't, that means that somebody's taking your energy. That means somebody's taking your peace. And that means that somebody's giving you problems and somebody's giving you stress. You have to ask yourself, is that worth it? It's just not. It's not. But that's because, here's the truth, you're dealing with people who are at a lower level in their respective life journey. You see what I'm saying? People who like drama, people who don't like peace, people who love to argue, they're immature. Their soul level is not as high as somebody that wants peace. When your soul just wants peace, you're an old soul. You've evolved, you've learned. You realize that a lot of these arguments, it never gets solved. It only gets rehashed. Keep arguing over and over and over and over and over again. Never having a day of peace, never having a day of relaxation, always something stressful. One thing that I love about my wife and I's relationship is that we figure things out together. And a lot of times, because I'm a man and my job, my responsibility is to figure things out, I'll already come with a solution. And she'll appreciate that solution. And I understand who she is. I understand at the end of the day, she's a woman. She'll want to complain or just get something off her chest. And I allow her to do that as well. But what you have to understand, my brothers, is if a complaint turns into an argument or it turns into attacking you, your skin's going to be clear in no time because you're just focused on you. Part of focusing on you is investing in yourself. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Tiege Hanley. That's the skincare system I've been using for years. And I promise you, it's the reason why my skin is clear. It's the reason why I look the way that I look and I feel confident in my look. My skin is literally clear, no filter. And that's because I'm doing my skincare routine every morning and every night. It comes with everything that I need. It comes with the sunscreen block, with the AM moisturizer, because it's super hot outside. So I got to make sure I got that. Comes with the wash, comes with the PM moisturizer. It comes with the serum for my underneath my eyes. You get 40% off your first box, 20% off for life, and you get a free gift. It works, it works, it works. It's gonna make you feel good about yourself, and it's going to make you think and feel highly about yourself. And that's important, especially in a world where a lot of people don't feel good about themselves. And I think the reason why is because they don't have the proper habits or the proper routines. You will feel good about yourself when you look good. I promise you that. So go ahead and click the link below, first link below. That's not, that ain't love. That's not growth. That's not maturity. That's problems. And like I said, as men, we thrive when we're at peace, when the situation is calm. Because we have to go out into the world and deal with the chaos of the world. Deal with the chaos of what everybody needs from us. The stress that can put on us is real. So you want to spend time with somebody that's able to add on to the peace that you're cultivating for yourself. And the reason why I say you're cultivating peace on your own is because that's what the brother was talking about a little bit earlier. He said, hey, men are preferring to just chill, do their thing, play video games, go to church, just do things that are going to pour into them. Why are you worried about pouring into somebody else when you don't even know if you're going to make it to the next day? When you're not able to pour into yourself, you have to pour into yourself. You have to take care of yourself. Mental health is no joke. Stress is no joke. Stress kills. So when you're around somebody that's stressing you out, they're killing you. They're aging you. Real talk. This is real. Stress kills. Stress ages you. So in order to be at peace, you have to maintain that peace. You have to get rid of people in your life that don't belong there, that always give you problems. And you have to recognize that you putting yourself first. That's the solution. You taking care of yourself, that's the solution. And women love a man that's purpose driven. Women love a man that has his priorities in check. Of course, a woman wants to be prioritized, but she prefers to be prioritized with a man that already has important priorities. She doesn't want to be prioritized with a man that doesn't have no priorities. A man that's steady chasing her, or a man that's always available. They don't like that anyways. A real woman does not like that anyways. You can be available for her, but you first have to be available for God, for your purpose, for your reason for existing. You are your own entity. You are your own human being first and foremost. You have to give to yourself first so you can be in a position to give to somebody else. And I think that there's a lot of men that's out here that are realizing I can't just keep giving a piece of myself and a piece of my energy, because that's why I'm not at peace, because I've given away my peace. I've given away a piece of me. I've given away a piece of my peace, and I've gotten nothing back in return. Now let me hold on to my essence. Let me hold on to my energy. Let me hold on to my peace. Let me cultivate my own peace so I can also be with somebody that has that. When you're a man that's at peace, you can recognize when somebody else has peace within them. If you don't cultivate your own peace, you're not going to be able to recognize when somebody else has peace. And that can mean that now you start dealing with the wrong women. You start dealing with the wrong people. It's important for you to cultivate peace so you can recognize peace in somebody else. So you can know what they're about. Because some people say that they're peaceful and they lying. And they not. They love problems. So to ensure that somebody's really peaceful and you really with them and they not gonna cause you problems, you gotta first have peace so you can recognize peace in somebody else. I hope that this video helps, man. Continue to take care of yourself. The right woman will come along because you're purpose driven. When you put purpose, God, and peace first, everything else works out. There's no rush. We not rushing the journey, man. Not at all. Need one-on-one help? I got consultations below. Got Patreon for extra content, man. We locked in over there. Hey, listen, bro. All the resources that you need are below. You can check it out. And if you're a man that needs to find his purpose and be on his purpose, you can read my book, The Purposeful Man Playbook. It'll be somewhere on this screen. You can get it on Amazon. Peace. I love y'all, man.